Whoa, whoa, whoa. We want Dallas. We want Dallas. We want Dallas. We ain't ducking nothing.
PG, you got the fans, huh?
We want Dallas. We want Dallas. We want Dallas. We want Dallas. Whoa, whoa. We want Dallas. Yeah. We want Dallas. We 6-6, they in for it, don't matter. Cause we still the NFC's champions, yeah. We got the better number 4. We got the better star receiver. And you know that, bro. Whoa, whoa. We got Terry, we got Heineke, we got WJ3, we got Cam Curry Elite, and you know that, so don't try to play. Who the hell is this Zeke? Oh, I think that man gay, whoa. He with crowd toss, I think that man fruity. I think he like a little something in his booty. Come to FedEx, you know you are losing, that's just facts.
YouTube, what's going on? It's Juan Gotti here with another Washington Commanders live stream. Man, I had to come on tonight because there were a lot of moves made by this team today to where I just had to come on and talk about them because this team has been super active today, and it's a good thing to see that we're not sitting back anymore. We're attacking success. Now, let's see if we have anybody here. Let me see. We're gonna wait till more people come in here, but we are going to talk about what has transpired with this team so far because there have been a lot of moves made by this team tonight. So we'll give it a couple minutes and then we'll get started. Wait for someone to comment in the chat. Let me actually do this. Alrighty, there we go. We're good now. It was glitched on my screen. None of the comments, and it was saying nobody was in here. But we're back now, and I had to put up the background a little bit. So we got a lot of news to talk about, man, with this team, bro. With the NFL today, man. That's, again, the legal tampering period started today, and the Washington Commanders made some news. Made some moves that got me excited. Let me turn on the fan because it's definitely hot in this show. Hold on. It's definitely hot. Feels good to be live again, man. It's been a while. Let's go ahead and get it started, though. What's good, Sean White? What's good? Quest Beats, what's going on? Big Low Jr., what's going on? Yeah. Cherish Me, how you doing? Uptown Drake, what's going on, man? So y'all. First things first, the Washington Commanders decided to bring back Danny Johnson. In my opinion, that was a good move. As we know, Danny Johnson has been a savvy veteran for us. He's a good guy. He's a good slot guy. He can play outside too, but more importantly, he also can provide kick return depth for us if we wanted to go that route. We haven't went that route since I want to say 2019. We've always tried to find someone better. 2020 was it Steven Sims, 21 DeAndre Carter, and then last year it was Dax Milne for part more a majority part of the season, and then it translated to Antonio Gibson. So Danny Johnson, he's back. I'm excited about it. More cornerback depth, and then the Washington Commanders, they hit us not once, but twice with two big lineman moves. Now, as we know, coming into this offseason, a big must was upgrading this offensive line because this offensive line was terrible last year. It was a big part as to why Carson Wentz did not succeed here in Washington. The offensive line was not athletic enough. It was old. After getting rid of Brandon Sheriff, after not re-signing Eric Flowers, we decided to trot out Andrew Norwell and Trey Turner. And going into last season, I did not think it was going to be that bad. I thought Andrew Norwell was going to be solid. I thought Trey Turner was going to be solid, not because of their track record, because they have been on the decline of their careers lately, but more so because of who our offensive line coach was, John Masco, and then for our and then as of late, our background has been being able to change people's careers when they come here as far as offensive line. Did it for guys like Eric Flowers, who again I was upset that we didn't even bring back. So Washington, they made it abundantly clear to have our line being revamped and upgraded. So what did they do? They went out and they signed center Nick Gate, former New York Giants center, but he can also play guard. They signed him to a 3-year deal. I want to say it was $18 million, and that is roughly $6 million a year. So that's a solid signing. At first, when I first saw the news, I'm like, okay, so that must mean the end of Chase Roulier. But then after it came out that he can also play guard and that majority of his snaps last season was spent at guard, I'm like, okay, I see what they're gonna do now. I see what they're gonna do. Okay, and then the next move made it even more clear of what they are going to do after signing Nick Gate to a 3-year deal. They then decided to go ahead and get one of Eric Bieniemy's former Kansas City Chiefs and Andrew Wiley, Super Bowl champion, right tackle, bringing him here to DC to prepare him back up with Eric Bieniemy. And with Andrew Wiley being the right tackle, you're probably like, Juan, didn't we just draft Sam Cosmi 2 years ago? Yes, you are right. But as you've seen last year, you've seen less and less of Sam Cosmi. For whatever reason, you saw less and less of Sam Cosmi after his successful 2021 rookie campaign. And part of that was due to injury, but also the shifting of the offensive line. So now Sam Cosmi is going to shift over to guard. Okay? We drafted him to be a right tackle, but he's going to be shifting over to guard. And then Andrew Wiley is going to take his spot at right tackle. So in my opinion, this is how the offensive line is going to look in 2023. Charles Leno is your left tackle. Your left guard is going to be Nick Gate. Your center is going to be Chase Roulier. Your right guard is going to be Sam Cosmi. And your right tackle is going to be Andrew Wiley. Now, what I think they're going to do with Chase Roulier is reconstructure his contract. Because, again, Chase Roulier is a really, really good center. Okay, he's the upper echelon when it comes to centers in the NFL. However, he hasn't been healthy the last 2 years. He's had back-to-back season-ending injuries, just like his backup, Tyler Larson, who we are also interested in re-signing. So I think they're going to reconstruct. They could very well not, but this is just my opinion. Then they're going to reconstruct his deal, and then they're going to re-sign Tyler Larson. So then your center position is good. You can kiss Wes Schweitzer goodbye, which is kind of sucks because I wanted Wes Schweitzer. I wanted Wes Schweitzer back because I know he is a guy that can get the job done when healthy. He's like a Nick Gate 2.0. So it's definitely tough to say goodbye to Wes Schweitzer, but it's part of the business. So after that has happened, then Washington made yet another move. They decided to go out and get cornerback Cameron Dantzler from the Minnesota Vikings waivers. And this move right here got me excited. If you guys haven't seen my video on the Cam Dantzler signing just yet, please go ahead and do so. Check it out and leave your opinions down below. Man, he could potentially be a steal, bro. He could potentially be a steal. 24 years old, 6'2" corner. And yes, he needs some work, but I'm willing to take a chance on him. You're not paying a cost. This is literally a 1-year experiment, potentially, at worst. He could very well not make the roster this year. However, I'm willing to see. I'm willing to see what Cam Dantzler could potentially be, because this is not going to stop us from drafting a corner. Okay, I don't want y'all to think us signing Cameron Dantzler is going to stop us from going out and getting a guy like Joey Porter Jr. or Witherspoon from Illinois. It's not going to stop us from doing that. But could you imagine the upside? Because again, if you guys watch Cam Dantzler, he didn't have the best season last year, but against us, he definitely was playing good. He was playing good against us. His 2020 year, his rookie year, it was pretty good, but he didn't have the best season last year due to injuries. And then, just overall, the Vikings defensive secondary was ranked 31st in the league last year. So the whole secondary and passing defense was just terrible last year. Vikings fans wanted their defensive coordinator gone badly. So I'm willing to take a chance on the guy, man. He's a 24-year-old. Okay, he's young. So I'm definitely willing to take a chance on him. You're not paying the cost. You're not paying nothing. Like pretty much, he's still on his rookie contract. So you're taking on his rookie contract, which is nothing. He was a 3rd-round pick, so it can't be anything too pocket breaking. So that happened, and then thought the Washington Commanders were done. No, Washington Commanders were not done because they decided to address the linebacker position as they went out and they went and signed former Seahawks linebacker Cody. Let me go ahead and get his name right because I still haven't made a video on it yet because I knew I was going to go live. Let me go ahead and get my guy's name right. We went out and signed Cody Barton to a fully guaranteed 1-year deal. He was extremely productive in 2022, tallying 136 tackles for loss, 50 or tackles total, 52 assisted to go with alongside 2 sacks and 2 interceptions. Okay, so not Tremaine Edmonds. Okay, not no big name. Not Bobby Wagner, not Eric Kendricks, okay, not Levante David. But again, this is a guy that could potentially have upside. Now, here is the thing with him, okay? I'm kind of torn because, as you guys know, I wanted Cole Holcomb back Okay, but I've been seeing a lot of speculation that this move right here could mean the end of Cole Holcomb. But I don't know if I agree with that take, just for the simple fact that I would assume that they would have signed him to a multi-year deal. So to me, this move, it doesn't mean that it's the end of one Cole Holcomb. I hope not, because I feel like that is a mistake that we are making if we do in fact get rid of Cole Holcomb. So I hope that we don't do that. But more on Cody Bolton or Barton, sorry. He is a guy that it can rush the passer. He's a guy that can pass cover a little bit more of a downhill tackle kind of guy, and more of a guy that you can move around at the edge rusher position if you want to, send on blitzes. And he's a smart guy, so he can run the mic position. So that right there is giving me like a little He might be replacing Cole Holcomb, but again, I'm gonna still have hope. I'm gonna still have hope because I want Cole Holcomb back. We definitely still, in my opinion, need to address the linebacker position. Just him by himself would not make me comfortable. Okay, so him, Cody Barton, uh, Jamin Davis, Cole Holcomb, that sounds pleasing to me. But if you're just replacing Cole Holcomb, then you still need work to do. Okay. So though that was a quick recap on all of the signings. Leave your questions and comments and further things that you would like to see us do more in the comment section. Shout out to Dwayne Howard. He says, "Let's go 94." Yes, Deron Payne signed his contract today. Deron Payne signed his contract today, so it is official. Deron Payne is back. As we know, yesterday he signed a 4-year, $60 or $90 million deal, $60 million guarantee, $22.5 million a season. So shout out to y'all that's in here. If you are new, please hit that subscribe button, share out the stream. Let's get more people in here and ask your questions down below. Anything that you want me to talk about, just leave it down below. Shout out to the Dubs family. Dubs family. He says, all I see is C grade players. I'm sorry, but what's up, Juan? What's going on, Dubs? I have to disagree with that, man. Again, these are guys that we're signing in hopes of potential. More so for Cam Dantzler and Barton. The right tackle, Andrew Wiley, he was on a Super Bowl team last year. He was pretty good. He was ranked 9th, I want to say, in pass blocking. So he's pretty solid. He's gonna come in and be immediate starter. Now I'm with you if you're not the biggest fan of Nick Gate, because I wasn't the biggest fan of Nick Gate, seeing him play in New York. But again, you never know. Team players just probably need changes of scenery, different coaching staff to bring out the best. So in that case, that's what I'm hoping for when it comes to him. But I wouldn't say C grade. C grade. It's all about the upside and potential of these guys, at least for the last two. Again, I told you guys going into this free agency, it was going to be something similar to 2020. Remember, 2020 year, we didn't sign no notable guys. And if our roster still looked how it did 3 years ago when Ron Rivera first came in here, then I would agree, because back then we didn't have no talent on the roster outside of Jonathan Allen, Deron Payne, Terry McLaurin. We didn't have no talent on the roster, so we had to sign guys like J.D. McKissick and stuff like that, because we needed to just fill out the roster and hope for these guys to be the best. But now we have talent, so us getting guys like this is just depth pieces that we don't have to put out there and start. I'm talking about at least for the last two. Obviously, the linemen are going to start because we need them. DeAndre Taylor, what's going on, bro? How you doing? He says solid day one, yeah. Josh J, what's going on? He says W day. I can agree. Now, what's next for the Commanders, you may be asking? I think moving forward, the Washington Commanders are going to focus on re-signing their own guys. Possibly Taylor Heineke. Haven't heard much about Taylor Heineke today. Possibly Cole Holcomb. I'm hoping it's Cole Holcomb. And then Cameron Curl. is another name to watch out for that could get a contract extension. I don't know how pressed the Commanders are though to get his contract done, knowing the fact that he has one more year left on his deal. So I'm not sure if they're geeking to get his deal done for that simple fact. But he definitely is a name to watch out for if we do in fact sign somebody else. Now I'm on Twitter trying to find and see if there are any new news that has came out about this team since I started the stream. And let's see what they're talking about on Twitter. It doesn't seem like anything. So it doesn't seem like any more news has came out about this team so far. Maybe let me go ahead and check Bleacher Report to see if there's anything. But nevertheless, today was a good day. If you got any questions, anything you want me to talk about, please leave them in the comment section down below. Oh yeah, there is a potential rule change that could be coming to the NFL. The NFL rule change proposal was 4th and 20 to replace the onside kick. So they've been watching the XFL because then in the XFL you're able to you can instead of onside kick you go for it on 4th and 20, and then reviews on the roughing the passer. Now, here was my take on those two things. One, the 4th and 20 in place of the onside kick. I would not do that. I would not do that. But for the simple fact, because 4th and 20 sounds crazy now, but if you put 4th and 20 in this game, it's gonna be getting converted more than a lot. And maybe that's what y'all want, okay? But it's gonna become easy to guys like Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen, these mastermind offenses that can scheme up stuff for like 4th and 20. Not to mention the pass interferences the penalties that could possibly take place on that 4th and 20 to then turn it into maybe a 4th and 15, 4th and 10. And that's a piece of cake nowadays. So for me, I wouldn't do the 4th and 20 thing because I feel like it would then become too easy to convert those 4th and 20s. But as far as the review on the rough and the passer, that's what I want. I would like that because there's been a lot of plays where a lot of calls have been made that shouldn't have been made. Yes, some in our favor, but then some against us. So I want them to approve the being able to review roughing the passers. I remember the season where they had the you were able to review pass interference. I don't know why they ever took that out. I felt like that was a really good rule to be able to review rough pass interference calls. I don't know why they ever took it out. What is y'all take on that? Leave it in the comment section down below. How do you feel about the potential rule change of being able to go for the 4th and 20 instead of an onside kick, and also the roughing the potential chance of being able to review roughing the passer calls? Salah Jones, he says, "What up, Juan? Can't forget about Reeves. Either Jeremy Reeves. Yeah, I definitely want Jeremy Reeves back. Pro Bowl, Revo." DeAndre Taylor says, "Only sign I ain't too happy about is Barton." Yeah, Barton. Here's the thing with Barton, right? He's not a guy that is like gonna blow you away. Okay, but he is a guy that's gonna come in here and play a significant role, especially if what they're saying about Cole Holcomb is true, is that this could potentially be his replacement, which I wouldn't be too happy about. But he's 26. Okay, so he still has a lot of growing to do. But I hope they made this move to add to what we already had and not to replace Colton. Because if that's the case, then I'm going to be mad about what just happened. I'm not going to hold you. I'm not going to lie to you, bro. I love our signings. Finally, we are doing something. Yeah. A guy, shout out to Michael Starkey. He left a comment on my previous video, and he was like, "Only if Ron was doing this from the start," and I couldn't agree more. because I was like, man, you're right. Because if Ron was like had this same motive that he have now, to where he's just signing guys like straight off the rip, if he had that same motive that he has now today, we would probably be in a much better situation than we're in. But yeah, so leave your comments down below again. Alex says L signings. Why do you think it's a L? Well, why do you think the signings are L signings, Alex? Why don't you like the signings that we made today? Let me know. Quest B says hearing a rumor about trading for Austin Eckler. How you feel about that? See, here's the thing. Austin Eckler is a much better Antonio Gibson, and he's gonna want that bag. So I'm not. I mean, and we're gonna have to take on his contract if he doesn't want a contract extension. Let me actually look at his contract because I don't know what he's asking alongside that request. I don't know why he requested a trade from the Chargers. Is it because of money? Because if it is, then no, because we're gonna have to trade for him, which means giving up picks, and then also having to sign him to a contract extension. Don't get me wrong, Austin Eckler is a freaking beast, but I would just much rather have Antonio Gibson because he's still on his rookie deal, and he's a Walmart version of Austin Eckler, if I must say so. So no, I wouldn't trade for him. And hopefully those things just stay rumors. What's going on, Joshua? How you doing? Joshua Craddock, how you doing, man? Appreciate you coming through. Salah says Barton might be better than Mayo, but I don't know if he's better than Cole, and Cole's homegrown. They're both 26 exactly. That's why I hope they made that move to add to what we have, because we got Jamin Davis going into his third year. Okay, he's making strides. He's only going to get better. Cole Holcomb, again, as you mentioned, is homegrown. He wants to be here. He made it abundantly clear in his exit meetings. So I hope this with the signing of Barton is adding and not replacing, because then I wouldn't like it, if I'm being honest. Romel Pace, appreciate you for coming through. He says, I like all the signings. I just think we are adding depth as well as some players competing as starters. Exactly. I agree 100%. He's better. He better be taking Mayo's spot. Hopefully. Today's signing screams corner in the first round, if you ask me. Yeah, I've been on the corner. If y'all been watching the stream since the season, bro, you know I've been on the corner bandwagon since like November. I've been saying that we were going to draft the first round corner since like November, and I felt like I was the first one to peep that. And no, I'm not saying I deserve an award for that, because I mean it's not rocket science to peep that we need more cornerbacks, but I felt like I was one of the first ones to acknowledge that and bring it to like the fan base that we might be going cornerback in the first round. As my Cowboys, yeah, man, your Cowboys ain't making no moves today. I heard that they want Bobby Wagner, but they ain't making no moves. So hopefully it stays that way. For real. What cornerback do I want? Honestly, y'all, I haven't done my like research on what a cornerback I want. I know I just keep saying the obvious ones though. Like I mean, obviously, let me go ahead and say it. Actually, I take that back. What I want is Christian Gonzalez, but I don't think Christian Gonzalez is making out of the top 10. So I take that back. I want him, but realistically, we're probably going to be in that Joey Porter Jr. range, uh, Devin Witherspoon, uh, the Branch from Alabama. We're probably going to be in that range. So if I had to take my pick, I'd probably go to Penn State guy or I don't know, the Illinois cat. He looks sweet. I was watching a couple of his highlights. Well, I don't know. I was watching a couple of his highlights. So I'm gonna just go Joey Porter Jr. Even though he didn't run the best 40. Um he he still can be a beast. Cam Smith, maybe. Yeah, I gotta look my research on Cam Smith. I don't even know who that is for real. I'm not gonna lie to you. Let me look him up. South Carolina, 5'10". He probably would be your slot guy. 5'10", a little too short for me. I would much rather I want at least 6'1" maybe. But again, size can definitely. I don't want to say size don't mean nothing because it definitely do. Yeah, I want more of a. Yeah, I'm probably go Joey Porter Jr. He's 6'2". Can't beat that, man. Much rather have the height. Salah also finds it a little weird that they don't put out the contract details on Barton. I know it's a 1 year fully guaranteed, but what's the numbers? Yeah, they haven't said the numbers on that. It'll probably come out Wednesday when the actual like pen to paper day is. It'll probably come out during that time. As much as I love JPJ, it looks like he may not be a good scheme fit. So he's more of like a man to man guy because we run zone. So he must be a man to man guy. I don't know. I just like the height, and the kind of like the way that we're going with our corners. It looks like that's what we want. We got Benjamin St. Juice, who 6'3", and he's a lengthy guy, skinny, frail guy. Um, and then with the move of getting Cam Dantzler, same thing with him, 6'2", so lanky, like long guy. Pause. So it seems like that's what we're kind of going after. So maybe he's not a good scheme fit, but you can't beat the size. Devin Witherspoon, 6 foot. It's not bad. What do you think we should bring in the backup? How? Me personally, I want to bring back Taylor Heineke. However, I haven't heard anything about that going down. So if we don't bring back Taylor Heineke, I wouldn't mind Marcus Mariota. I wouldn't mind Teddy Bridgewater. As y'all can see, I'm going for guys that got some mobility. I know a lot of people been talking about Jacoby Brissett. I don't really want Jacoby Brissett, but yeah, if I had to, who I want Taylor Heineke to come back. He's a fan favorite. Okay, he knows the guys on this team. Obviously, he's gonna have to learn a new playbook now, which I think he's capable of doing. I feel like a lot of y'all, just because he's so close with Scott Turner, I feel like a lot of y'all just seem like the only offense he can thrive and know is Scott Turner, which is not the case. The guy is very well capable of learning another offense. So that's who I want to back up Sam Howell. I love Deontay Banks. We need some speed and size in the secondary. Underrated benefit of picking up Cam. He does well in zone. Okay. Well, you talking about Cam Dantzler, right? If you're talking about Cam Dantzler, yeah, definitely he's a zone guy. He's a 4 he ran a 4.6 at the combine. So if he's in any mono situations, he's braced. So, you know. Leslie Anderson. How you doing, Leslie Anderson? I appreciate you for coming through. Great signings by Washington so far today. Yeah, I liked them. Salah. I heard on NFL Network that we talking to TH4 already. But do you think that he should stunt some growth? Would he Do you think that he would stunt some growth? If Sam throws a pick, fans might scream for 4C. Here's the thing. I know a lot of fans say that. But here's my thing, bro. If you can't handle heckling and you can't handle pressure in a way, then you don't need to be starting in the NFL. Simple as that. If Sam Howell can't handle that mentally, then he doesn't need to be a starter. Because you already know the fans are going to do that. Fans is going to say Heineke after one pick, after two picks, whatever. So if you can't mentally prepare yourself to be heckled by fans, then you're not a starting caliber quarterback in the NFL, because that's what's going to happen regardless of the fact. Regardless if Taylor Heineke is on this team or not, he's going to get heckled if he does bad. Do you see us trading down in the draft? That is actually a possibility. If we were to sign like a star cornerback, like a Jalen Ramsey or something, maybe a Darius Slay, like if we was to do something like that, definitely we'll see us trading back to maybe like 27, and then getting a left tackle. But yeah, I could definitely see us trading back again this year. If we was to go left tackle. But I don't think we're going to go left tackle. I think we're going to go corner, so I think we may stay at 16. Could it be another situation to where we trade back and we hope that a guy like Joey Porter Jr. or Cam Smith is there at 24? Could be. To get more draft capital. But again, with the draft pick that we just got from the compensation of losing Brandon Sheriff and Tim Settle, that probably eased us from geeking the trade back. But again, you never know, because prior to that trade, we did not have a third round pick. Now we do. We got another 6th round pick. So, I mean, could we trade back? Yeah, we could. Yeah, Ramsey went to the Dolphins. That's what I'm saying. If we was to sign a guy like Jalen Ramsey before he went to the Dolphins, then I could see us trading back for like 24 for like a cornerback or something. I mean, for a left tackle. But since he didn't, I think we're going to probably stand past 16 and get a guy like Joey Porter Jr. or Cam Smith or Devin Witherspoon or Branch. Says, what's another piece of the offense or defense you think we need, Juan? So I think we still need to add another linebacker for sure. I would still like to see us bring in some more line depth, probably tackle, and probably more guard depth, honestly. Because if you think about it, if Nick Gate is your left guard and Sam Cosmi is your right guard, who's behind those? Sadiq Charles and Chris Paul. There's 2 guys. But you still need more. So still bringing more line depth. Let's think what else. What about a replacement for JD McKissick, guys? Because I don't know if JD McKissick should play football again, bro. I'm not gonna lie. He had 2 season-ending neck injuries, and the neck is the craziest, like the craziest injuries you can have when it comes to career ending. So I think we probably should look into replacing JD McKissick too. So could we go out and get like a third down back, maybe a Jarrett McKinnon if he didn't get re-signed by Kansas City? I didn't see anything on that though yet, so I'm not sure. Okay, so Eric Kendrick just got signed by the Chargers, so he's off. The Giants has just signed Bobby Kokru to a 4-year, $40 million deal. So that's another linebacker that's off the board. Let's see what else. Buccaneers have re-signed Jamil Dean to a 4-year, 52. So yeah, let's see. I'll be fine with both Cosme and Wiley playing guard. Wiley's gonna be your right tackle. If Cosme plays guard, Wiley's gonna be your right tackle. Who do you think? What do you think our record would be? It's too early to tell. Man, I don't want to make any predictions in March. There's no point in doing that. Joshua says, "Do you think we should look at some tight ends?" Honestly, if it's not for like a Dalton Schultz or a Mike Gesicki, I'm fine with what we got because Logan Thomas is still a average tackle. I mean, average tight end. Starting average. Okay, and we know Ron Rivera still wants him because he made every excuse in the book about him in his press conferences so far this all season about how he is he's been injured. But we're hoping that with a full all season he can finally get back healthy and he can return to the Logan Thomas that was so good for us in 2020. So he's still a starting guy. But even more than that, the depth and the potential that we have behind him. Cole Turner, I'm excited to see what he has in year 2. Amani Rogers, I'm excited to see what he has in year 2. So I would go after a tight end if it's for one of the big names. I would love Dalton Schultz in this offense. Bobby Wagner, he is still a free agent, but I think he's going to end up in Dallas. Is Lavonte David available? I believe so. As every good linebacker continues to get signed, this Borton deal makes it even more mad, bro. We could sign the guy. We could always draft the guy in the draft. So Panthers signing Von Bell. What's going on, Talking Hogs podcast? How you doing, bro? Let's see. If you guys got any more comments and thoughts and questions, please feel free to leave them down below in the comment section. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. I haven't been live in a while. I remember back then, man, my lives used to get like 150. But I can't be mad because I'm not consistent. I don't go live consistently unless it's the season. So I'm going to get back on it, bro. I need Lavonte David, bro. Yeah, I would love Lavonte David. Grade for first day so far, I'll probably say a B minus, maybe B, C plus. I don't know. I'm not gonna grade the free agency until after we're done. Do you think we're gonna cut Logan Thomas? He looked bad last season. No, I don't think we're gonna cut Logan Thomas. I think they still fully believe in Logan Thomas and still want to have Logan Thomas on this roster. But as much as I don't want to upgrade the tight end position because I feel like we're fine, man, I'm telling y'all, bro, if we was to be interested in Dalton Schultz, bro, that's the tight end for the future right there. Him, Mike Gesicki, I would love that, but it's not gonna happen. Does Jared Patterson have a chance to take JD's spot? Y'all know me. Y'all know I love JP. If it was up to me, heck yeah, Jared Patterson would be our new JD McKissick. But they're going to sleep on him like they've been doing since they got him. and they're going to say he's not big enough, which is BS, and they're going to probably keep him on the practice squad. If I'm JP, bro, I'm going somewhere where they're going to actually allow me to show my talent. Don't matter my size. So I would do that if I was him, but they're probably going to end up signing him to the practice squad. But yeah, JD's replacement, I would like Jared McKinnon, but I'm not sure if the Kansas City Chiefs are going to resign him or not. Let me actually look at the free agent and running back market to see if Jared McKinnon is still available. I only see his name with this jump. I remember James Robinson for the Jaguars. He's like that, bro. Nah, he we need a return man, yeah, and Jared Patterson can do that, but again, they're gonna sleep on him. Howie Kendricks to LA, yeah, I already told the chat. Anybody we should reconstructure? I think we may reconstructure Cole Holcomb if we decide to keep him, which I think we should. Jameis Winston is going back to New Orleans. If you guys got any more questions, comments, leave them down below in the comments section so we can attack them. Ask all your questions. What's going on, Alante? How you doing, bro? Appreciate you for coming through. I want Mariota as a backup if we can't get Taylor back. Yeah, I would like him too, but I think he may be more of an expensive backup. Well, but I wouldn't mind it because again, I want a guy that can go out there and be a dual threat. Yeah, what's up with Cole Holcomb? I thought he is gonna get an extension. Yeah, man, I hope so. I hope they're talking about it because I want him back badly, man. I hope again this Chris because I've been hearing that the Chris Borton signing is the replacement of Cole Holcomb, which I hope is not true because we need both of them. We need both of them. If this is to replace Cole Holcomb, I don't like the signing. I don't like the signing because you're still what? Then you're gonna be what? Chris Borton and I feel like I'm saying his name wrong. It's not Chris Borton. What is it? Cody Borton. If Cody Borton is the replacement of Cole Holcomb, then you're stuck with him and Jamin Davis and David Mayo. So it's like you did nothing but replace a guy when you should have just added him to what we have with Cole Holcomb and Jamin Davis. And two things is Cole Holcomb is homegrown. This is a guy that's been here since 2019. This is a guy that says he wants to be back. So we need to get Cole Holcomb back in. I hope we do. I'll be very, very, very sad if we don't. What else do you think we need to check off of our all-season checklist? Dan Snyder selling the team, bringing back Taylor Heineke, resigning Cole Holcomb, and getting a cornerback. That's probably it, to be honest. Like, our team is ready to win, fellas. Like, it's been ready to win for the last 2 years, but we're really last year, probably more so than 2021. But 2022 was the year, man, and it just didn't go as planned. Like, the team is good, the team is ready to compete, and we're missing a couple things, man. It was coaching, but now we got Eric Bieniemy, so hopefully he's much better than Scott Turner. So that should be good in itself. Chase Young coming back healthy. So he's gonna be have to do for a big year because him and Montez Sweat, in my opinion, are gonna be fighting for now a contract extension because I don't see us re-signing both of them now that we re-signed both Deron Payne and Jonathan Allen. They said they reward players with who does the right thing, who does the things right way. Wouldn't you say Cole fits that criteria? Yeah, I definitely would. I definitely would say Cole fits that criteria. Because again, he's been here even before Ron got here. And you already know Ron was cleaning house when he got here. Quentin Dunbar didn't want to act right. Get out of here. Morgan Moses older. Get out of here. Adrian Peterson. Get out of here. So for the simple fact that he kept Cole Holcomb around, it speaks a lot, and how good he's been is also speaking volumes. He's a fan favorite. I mean, I went to the game week 1 and I saw a couple Cole Holcomb jerseys. Surprising. He's a vocal guy. He's a leader. He's one of the dogs that we have on defense that comes down and not afraid to make a play on the ball. We can't afford to lose him, man. We're nearing the hour mark, so if you got any questions, please leave them down below in the comment section before we get out of here. Shout out to all y'all in here, man. What's your take on Rodgers at the Jets? I think it's a deal. I think it's pretty much done. I mean, I saw, but now I'm hearing Garrett Wilson just put out a tweet saying that it's not official. So I'm expecting him to go to the Jets. Their Carr is now a Saint. Jimmy Garoppolo is now a Raider. Jameis Winston's backing up Derek Carr. What other quarterback news? I don't know if there's any other quarterback news, but I think Rodgers is as good as a Jet, which is crazy because Brett Favre was a Packer, then he eventually became a Jet. Now Rodgers is going from Packers to Jets. It's crazy, but I think that is gonna be done, and it's probably gonna become official probably Wednesday. Facts one, got to get Cole back there. Barton signing looks a lot better. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I hope and pray that signing was to add and not subtract and not replace. That's stupid. Busy day for the Washington Commanders. Big focus moving forward will be retaining their own notable players such as Taylor Heineke, Jeremy Reeves, F.L. Bada, Tyler Larson, among others. Not sure yet about Cole Holcomb. Told we'll see when asked about his future after the Barton signing. So, oof, that is not a good. That's not what I wanted to hear. But I'm hoping that it doesn't mean much. I hope we Washington just trained for Lamar Jackson. Well, I knew you would be playing if you put trained. So that right there would have gave it away. But obviously we would have known. We would have seen a tweet and we would be going crazy right now. But we know that ain't happening. He probably gonna go back to Baltimore. Scott says Sam Darnold to San Francisco, Mike White to the Fins. Yeah, those are the quarterbacks. Oh, and Jarrett Stidham to where? I forgot. I forgot where Jarrett Stidham went. Oh, Denver. Jarrett Stidham went to Denver. Trolling chat. McCollum to the Bills. And who else? Missing another quarterback that we're missing that went somewhere. Case Keenum went to. Trying to think before I look it up. Forgot. Houston? Yeah, it was Houston. So all right, y'all. Get your last minute questions in. I know I don't go live like I used to, man. But hopefully we can get the views back up on the live streams, man. We used to be popping, but now we don't with the lives, which is my fault because I don't do them as frequently as I should when it's not the season time. What's going on? What's going on, bro? Appreciate you for coming through. Who do you think we get at QB? What you mean, Sam out? If you're talking about backup, I hope it's Taylor Heineke. But I could definitely see a case where we don't go Taylor Heineke and we maybe go Jacoby Brissett, which I wouldn't like. I would prefer a mobile guy like a Teddy Bridgewater or like a Marcus Mariota. Could we draft the backup? Maybe. Could we go Stetson Bennett? That would be crazy. Are we done in free agency? Probably not. I think now the focus shifts from signing guys to re-signing our own guys. So I don't think we're done in free agency, but now the main focus shifts. I was actually pleasantly surprised at what Washington did today. I thought we were going to wait. Texans are signing Jimmy Ward. That's what I just got. I thought we were going to wait like we typically do. It's been a good day, ladies and gentlemen. Been a good day for the Washington Commanders. I should say a good day for them. It's been a good day for them. So we'll see what they do next. But as far as today, it seems like it could be a wrap. What are we talking about? Just got here. Free agency. Any questions you have about the free agent pickups or anything free agency or anything Commanders lately related for that matter? Drop it down below in the comment section. Let's see who just went live on YouTube. Oh, that was a comment. Still draft O-line in the first and corner in the second and get a linebacker. DMS Sports just commented that. Gibson in the fourth rounder for Eckler? I don't think they would take that. But yeah. Cam Dantzler move surprised me the most. Dude is a dog. Yeah, it made me excited, man. I was like, yeah, that's a steal. Because again, if even it's a rental, it's an experiment. 1 year. If he doesn't pan out, then there's no cause. Like it's nothing that you did wrong. It's just an experiment, and the upside, the potential upside of him is what gets me excited. 24 years old with a ton of upside. He's a similar build to Benjamin St. Juice, a little bit less, he's 1 inch shorter and he has 3 inch shorter arms. So he's not literally Benjamin St. Juice, but they have the similar build. Both tall, lengthy corners, frail. Like it a lot. I think we need to go tight end in the first 3 rounds. Imagine what the offense would look like top tier tight end with a top tier tight end. Here's the thing. I don't think we're gonna go tight end unless it's for replacing Logan Thomas because they have a lot of guys. Well, they have guys that they're excited about. Cole Turner and Amani Rogers. Those are 2 guys that they're excited about. So I don't know, and then they already got John Bates too. So I don't know if they would go ahead and get another young guy in the draft. Maybe if it's if they did first round tight end and threw us off, then okay, that's replacing Logan Thomas and you're drafting a first round tight end. But that's not gonna happen. So if you're drafting a later round tight end, I don't really think that's something they would do. I think the only guy that they would replace would be Logan Thomas, and that would probably have to be for a guy like Dalton Schultz or Mike Gesicki because they really like Logan Thomas still. They still view him as the starting tight end here in Washington. Definitely need another linebacker for sure. I still think we need another linebacker. Hopefully we resign Cole Holcomb, even if we resign Cole Holcomb and since we added Cody Barton and Jimmy Davis, we still need another one, at least one more. I'm in Washington State, going to try to get the guy. I'm in Washington State, going to try to get to the game this year. Went last time they were here. We play Seattle in Seattle this year. Yep, we'll do. I think. We should let go of Logan, bring back Holcomb, get picks by trading back from 16 to 20 if there's no elite corners. Wouldn't be mad at that if we got a guy to replace Logan Thomas, and I don't think they would go a young buck to replace Logan Thomas in the draft at least. They like Curtis Hodges too. Yeah, we play them in Seattle this year. That would be cool. That would be a great experience. You can go to, what is it called now? Is it called Lumen Field now? I think. I feel like they changed it again. I know they changed it from Lincoln Financial Field, but I know they changed it to Lumen Field. But I feel like they changed the name again for some reason. But all right, y'all, it's across the hour mark. I'll stay on for a couple more minutes if you have any more questions. If not, then I'm going to be heading out here. 100%, we got to get a big name tight end or a linebacker tomorrow. Yeah, big name linebacker, don't think that's going to happen. I think we're going to probably sign another guy like Cody Barton type in, and also hopefully we re-sign Cole Holcomb. But I don't know if that's going to be too promising, man. I feel like I'm going to end up being sad because we're not going to re-sign him, which would be, in my opinion, a huge mistake. All right, let's see if any more news is coming up. Okay, so there is no more news on this team. Just Patrick Mahomes news right here in my face. apparently people are calling Mahomes to see if they can team up with him for wide receivers. What's going on? How you doing? Appreciate you for coming through. It's Lumen Field with CenturyLink. Oh yeah, with CenturyLink Field. What did I say it was at first? I said Lincoln Financial. I said I said the Eagle Stadium, man. CenturyLink is what it was. Tripping. Lumen Field, yeah. Okay, I got that right though. Do you collect sports cars? No, I never did. Even though I would be willing to start doing that. I would definitely be willing to start doing that, but I don't know how. I never did that. I would definitely, if someone can tell me what I should, like, how to get into it, I would. That's something I would pick up. Jimmy Ward detention. I saw that just now, or a few minutes ago. Signed Deion Jones and re-signed Holcomb linebacker depth looking better. See, that's things that they probably wouldn't do. It doesn't seem like they would do. That's stuff that we would do. But I would definitely do that. Winston back to the Saints, yeah. And good stream, Brody. I appreciate that, DeAndre Taylor. So on that note, we're gonna close it out. Hour kind of flew by, huh? Appreciate y'all for coming through, rocking with you, boy. It's been a really, really good day one for the Washington Commanders as far as free agency. So I appreciate y'all. Again, a quick recap: Washington signs Danny Johnson back to the team. They go out and get Andrew Wiley and Nick Gate to bolster this offensive line. And then they go out and get Cody Barton. And then they also claimed the waiver of Cameron Dantzler, which I was super excited about. So, that being said, looking forward to day 2 of free agency tomorrow. And make sure you guys have that post notification turned on, man, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any news on the Washington Commanders and the NFL. As always, it's been boy Juan Gotti. Like, comment, subscribe. Hail to the Washington Commanders. See you guys next time. I'm out. Peace. Cross me one time, that's gonna get you pop, get you dropped.